Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problems, we gon' make a way. Got no coach on the field, but we making plays. Hey, look, don't worry, we gon' be okay. Hey, look, why? Cause we gon' make them pay. We from.
What's going down, gamblers around the world? It's the coach here. I'm one deep right now. So bear with me, Marley Bet, in case you didn't know, but you tuned into the last week's show. Marley Betts is on vacation. He's out there in Vegas with his family. I believe he jumped the broom. If you guys are following him on Instagram or Twitter, he did show some pictures of him and the missus. I think they got married. I'm not sure, but we definitely going to congratulate him once he comes in. So just kind of bear with me. Was a last minute, but our boy, Jalen, he inboxed us like, man, y'all ain't doing no picks today. So Jalen, we on here because of you, big dog. He is on vacay. I'm definitely out of pocket. Mikey Hoover, he on spring break. He's a teach. And he feeling himself. There go Marley. Marley, we was just talking about you.
What's going
telling
on?
The people you out on vacay, so this is kind of the last moment. And I was saying,
Yeah.
We jumped
Tell
on
the
it.
people, I'm out here on that strip. Well, I'm not on the strip, but I'm not too far from it.
How's everything looking out there? Is it open or what?
Not everything is open. I haven't did the no club scene and no shit like that. But all the casinos and shit is open. Fremont open. We went to the strip yesterday, but I used to stay here, so like that shit ain't no big deal to me. Like I'm probably not gonna be out on the scene like that. It's been kind of cold early, so I don't know if the pools have been open. But I just been gambling.
So I told the people, excuse me. I told the people, I said, I'm not really sure, but I think you jumped the broom while you was out there. Can you
Nah,
speak
man,
on
we was at the wax museum, man.
Oh, okay.
I seen everybody seeing that on the post. Nah, we was at the wax museum. But like I was telling the nigga Q, like, bro, we lived here for 2 years. If we was gonna do that, we would have been done that. Nah, I'm gonna get married in the H. You know what I'm saying? In Texas with the fam and the friends. And you know what I'm saying? That's the shit I care about, if anything. I don't really care about the whole facade of the whole bullshit.
Right. It's just being able to bring it in with your peoples.
Yeah, I want to do that shit the niggas I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? That seen a nigga when he was out in the streets to trying to do the whole family man thing. I don't really care about you know what I'm saying? I really don't even care about the paperwork aspect of it. That shit don't even matter to me. But anyway, man, let's get on some sports, man. Let's get on some motherfucking tournament action, man. Your boy been hot. I done hit about 3 17 parlays, 18 parlays. I ain't hit yesterday, but I hit today Thursday. My bad. I'm sitting outside, so if y'all hear that plane, we're not that far from the airport. But yeah, man, I hit like a 17 parlay fucking Monday. Nigga backdoor hit 2 more parlays on Tuesday. I didn't hit about 2-3 bands, dog, off like $30.
Yeah.
Monday, Tuesday, and then I ain't hit nothing Wednesday, but we back at it right now. I'm trying to pop their ass 2 more days before I get up out of here.
Well, let's jump right into it, Marley. This game's about to start in right now. I'm having issues trying to find what channel is gonna be on. So I might have to dip. I might have to dip, go pull up at a little bar or something and watch it because I don't see any listings on it. But let's jump right in. This is my alma mater taking on Mount St. Mary's. I only heard of this team once this year when we were talking about them playing against somebody. But real quick, let's get to this opening number for this game. This game opened up in favor of Mount St. Mary's -1. The total is at 130, 134.5. Right now, that line has flipped, and it's in favor of Texas Southern in a lot of spots. Jesus Christ.
Yeah, it's bad.
Oh, minute. Sorry,
That hurt
guys.
my ears. Uh, right now
Sorry,
the
guys.
line has flipped. You got Texas Southern -1.5 favorite right now, and the total's at 133. Get to these real quick actual factuals because I'm trying to place my bet in too. That's crazy because UWager still has it showing differently, but I guess actual factuals. Texas Southern, they are 16-8, 11-10-2 against the spread, while Mount St. Mary Mountaineers, they are 12-10. The 13-9 against the spread. Jesus.
What? We'll try to find them back in the bag. Oh, look. Or just wait. I'm coming up there. When I'm going to take you up there if you want to wait on me.
So injury reports, both of these teams are good on injuries. Texas Southern, they are actually on a 9-game winning streak right now. They beat PV, our rivals, 80 to
PB is a
61.
good
They kind of
basketball team if people don't know.
oh yeah, they actually ran through the SWAC pretty much this year. The last time they lost was February 21st, and that was against PV, and they revenged that loss to end the season and to take the SWAC championship. While Mount St. Mary's, they are on a 4-game winning streak. Right now, their last game came against Bryant. They beat them 76-68 on March 9th. These actual factors real quick. TSU, they are 4-1-1 against the spread. The overs hit 8 out of the last 12. They're 9-0 straight up in the last 9 games, 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games, 7-0 straight up in the last 7 games in the month of March. And the overs hit 7 out of the last 8 games on a Thursday for TSU. Mount St. Mary's, they are 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 5. They're 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games, 7-3 against the spread in the last 10 games, 8-0 against the spread in the last 8 games and played in the month of March, 4-1 straight up in the last 5 games on the Thursday. TSU versus Mount St. Mary's. What you got, Marley?
What's up, Jalen, bro? He always in the chat. He always on the show. So I always give our Step Brothers a shout out in the chat. Like I said, man, y'all see, I'm close to the airport, except y'all keep hearing the planes today. Kind of ignore it. But I'm not gonna lie, I don't know a lot about Mount St. Mary. You know, TSU, they right up the street. So I'm not gonna lie and be like I be watching the games, but I have kept an eye on them and PV, one of the 2 better teams in the SWAC. So I don't know how good Mount St. Mary's in that conference is. I have no idea. I don't know. They should be in that bag. If they're not in that bag, they should be over there. I don't know what had them. Sorry about that, guys. Man, we're on vacation, so it's a lot of shit going on right now. But
No, you good.
I did take Texas Southern today. That's the hometown. You know, that's the hometown school. I did a semester up there for whatever that's worth. But they have been playing good basketball. They did beat that Prairie View team, which is a very good team. I thought Prairie View was gonna win the SWAC this year, but the Yard came home and took it. I did take the Yard, man. That's probably a biased opinion. For I hate kind of giving out plays like that to the public without at least saying that. So I'm on the Yard money line. I took it plus 100 today. Like I said, I don't know too much about Mount St. Mary's in that conference. I just think the SWAC. I know what I see in the SWAC, and I think they, you know, what I'm saying I'm going with the home team right here.
Okay.
Just as far as that
Uh,
game.
I'm kind of right there with you. I haven't seen Mount St. Mary's. I've seen them play. I didn't see them play. I know we took a team that played against them. Damn, I don't know what channel this game is coming on. But I'm kind of right there with you. I have been paying attention to Texas Southern University. I think they do have some athletes on the court. You know, a lot of guys transferred in the state of Texas at some of the bigger Division I programs. They do transfer and go right into Texas Southern and play. So I'm kind of like right there with you. It is definitely a biased pick, but I'm riding with Texas Southern University money line for this game.
Yes,
Let's
sir.
get to
Yes, sir.
the next game. Now this is definitely going to be a tricky one and a fun one. Drake taking on Wichita State.
Yeah.
We've actually been following both the team. Well, I know we've been following Drake for sure.
Right. Right.
I've been following Wichita State. This line opened up in favor of Wichita State -2. That line has since flipped in favor of Drake -2.5. The total's at 139.5. Right now it's at 140.5. Get to these actual factuals. Drake, they are Drake. Drake. They are 25-4 on the year, 21-6 against the spread. While Wichita State, they are 16-5 on the year, 99-1 against the spread. Injury reports. Drake again. They lost two of their best players. That was way early in the year.
Right.
Hempfield, he is questionable for today's game against Wichita State. While Wichita State, Pooh Bay Chandler, he's probable for today's game. T Wade, he's probable for today's game as well, and Seymour. So Seymour and Wade, they're actually in quarantine right now, so they probably will not be playing in today's game. Last time we saw these two teams, Drake, they lost 75-65 against Loyola Chicago in the championship. I'm not sure what that conference is called, but they played those guys in the championship and lost
That's a good
to
conference.
Chicago. Yeah, they're very competitive too. But they lost. Is it the A10? Is it called the A10?
I'm not sure because I
I
don't
think
got
it's
my book and my notes in front of me. I just got this dog.
Wichita State was upsetted in the game to go to the championship to face U of H. They lost 60-59 against a fiery Cincinnati team. Wichita State has definitely been inconsistent as far as the way they've been defeating people. But before that, they were on a 8-game winning streak, and
Yeah, they was on the one.
they beat TSU six. I mean, not TSU, Houston 68-63, who's definitely a number 2 seeded team in this tournament this year. Get these quick action facts. Drake, they are 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 games. They oversit 6 out of the last 7. They're 16-4 in the last 20, 5-3, 5-13-1 against the spread in the last 19. They're 0-10 straight up in the last 10 games against Wichita State. 7-0 against the spread in the last 7 games on a Thursday. 18-2 straight up in the last 20 games when playing as a favorite. And 3-11 straight up in the last 14 games when played on a Thursday on the road. But it's a neutral site, so that really doesn't matter. Wichita State, they are
Mm-hmm.
3-7 against the spread in the last 10 games. The unders hit 5 out of the last 7. They're 8-1 straight in the last 9 games. 15-3 straight up in the last 18 games. 15-0 straight up in the last 15 games against an opponent in the Missouri Valley Conference. There we go, Missouri Valley. 10-3 against the spread in the last
Yeah,
13 games played
MVP.
in the month of March. 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games when playing as an underdog. Wichita State Shockers taking on the Dre Bulldogs. What you got, Marley?
This is a game that I made a play on, like you said. Let the airplane pass. So, like you said earlier, Drake is one of the teams we both been following. I haven't followed this Wichita State team as much as you have. I did catch a couple of their plays when they was on their little run. But the most thing that I do remember seeing with this team, because I don't got for everybody that's watching, I don't got my notebook. I'm on vacation right now. I don't got my notes and my stats and whatnot. I just got my phone with me. So I'm trying to go off my dome. But Wichita State is very inconsistent. It just depends on which Wichita State team you get. Whereas Drake, one thing they can do, they shoot lights out. Um, they go shoot that rock, and they've been playing without those players that's been injured all season. I'm not sure about the Wichita State game, but my play on this game is Drake money line. I already made a play on it. I didn't take the 2.5. Drake, I've been riding with him, and I'm gonna keep riding with him.
Okay. Yeah, I'm actually gonna go against you today. I really like Wichita State in this pick. When I saw
Mhm.
them get selected in the tournament, I saw the reaction on the video when they had the live reaction for those guys. I think that right there was a check to them, like, "Hey, motherfuckers, we barely got in. Let's take advantage of this. Let's get our shit together." I like Wichita State in this spot. Drake struggles going against other athletic teams. A lot of those
Mhm.
games that they win against, especially against like Loyola Chicago, they were down big in some of those games.
Right, I
But then
agree.
they rallied back. My concern is Wichita State. They just kind of got on cruise control to just kind of, and definitely underestimated the teams that they were going against in the the American Conference tournament. But I do like them to bounce back here today. So I'm going to take Wichita State money line to win outright. Better team, better history against Drake. Drake is definitely a new team, but I think still not having those 2-star players at this point of the season will hurt you, and that's what I'm gonna bank on today. So we're actually on opposite ends for this one.
Hey, you know what Drake betting number was when I went up there? Their number. Because I
Seven,
was
seven.
torn between the game. We talked about this game yesterday.
Uh huh.
But you know, every team got the number that's next to them, the bet number. You know what their number was? It's a 3-digit number.
777 or 666.
713. I'm riding with
Oh,
Drake all
okay.
day, bro. That's a sign.
730.
That's my sign from the universe. I'm riding with Drake.
That might be a sign that Houston sports is not a good and not in a good place right now all around, especially
It
with the
could be.
with the
It
with
could
the
be.
with the smear campaign that's going
Oh my
on right
God.
now with my
I
boy.
don't even want to I don't want to talk about it, dog. I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it.
If you guys are wondering, I found the game. It's on True. I forgot True be hosting these tournament games, but the game, the Texas Southern versus Mount St. Mary's game, is on True, the True Network. All right, hey guys, be sure to like, subscribe, follow. We definitely had a good month. Uh, we need to recheck our records from Saturday. I know we had an up and down Saturday, so
Right.
we definitely need to check that out. But let's get right into the next game. Let's get to our next game that we're going to cover real quick so people can sit down and enjoy these games. We're going Norfolk, MEAC, 757 taking on Appalachian State. This line opened up in favor of Appalachian State, excuse me. -2, that line is now at -3.5. The total is at 140.5. Right now it's at 133 right now. Appalachian State, they are 17-11, 4-9-1 against the spread, while Norfolk State, they are 16-7, 12-9 against the spread. Injury reports. App, they are good on injuries. Norfolk, they had no injuries reported. App State, they took. App State won. What conference is that? With the Coastal Carolina
Um.
Auto.
Shit. Um.
With
I don't know. See if it's on the
it,
actual page.
yeah, it'll show up. But they won their conference. They beat Georgia State, who was a heavy favorite. They went on a route, man. Before that,
They
they
went
were
on
in
one.
double. Yeah, they beat Texas State, double in overtime. They beat Coastal Carolina in overtime. So are they out of gas? We shall see. Norfolk, they are on a 6-game winning streak. They beat Morgan State to win the MEAC championship. Get to these actual factuals. Appalachian State, they are 5-1 against the spread, 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games, 4-1 against the spread in the last 5 games, 5-1 straight up in the last 6 games against the MEAC conference. They're 6-1 against the spread in the last 7 games in the month of March. Norfolk, they are 5-0 against the spread in the last 5 games. The under said 5 out of the last 6. Excuse me. They're 6-0 straight up in the last 6 games, 5-0 straight up in the last 5 games, 0-7 straight up in the last 7 games against the Sun Belt Conference, 4-2 against the spread in the last 6 games, and 6-2 against the spread in the last 8 games when played on a Thursday. Norfolk State taking on Appalachian State. What you got, Marley?
Look, I don't know too much about Norfolk State in that conference. I do remember seeing them throughout the years, just when I'll be looking at the games and box scores at the end of the days. But other than that, I really don't know how tough they are, how good they play. But I did check out this App State team in the during their conference run, and I don't know if it was luck or determination or what it is, but like you said, they went on a hell of a run. And two of those games they won in overtime. Like you said, are they out of gas? I don't think so. They've had a couple days to rest. Um, I think they get in here. I took them money line along with Drake. I did a lot of money line shit today. Today's not really my day. I'm really waiting for tomorrow. So I kind of parlayed a lot of these picks today that I did. Because I didn't see that one game that I wanted to really attack. And I seen a lot of those tomorrow. Um, so today, just to be honest with the public and everybody that watch our shows, I money lined like App State and Drake, and then I did Michigan State with Texas Southern. So those are my plays today. Not to jump ahead, but I just wanted the people to understand where I'm at and what I was doing, and kind of
Right.
where I'm at with my account. And like I said, I hit 2 big major parlays. So I'm kind of just, today is like a fuck around day for me, honestly, because I'm trying to bang their ass up tomorrow. So that's kind of how I attack today. So I just wanted to be upfront with that. And that's kind of how I went with. So I did a lot of favorites with the exception, like I said, TSU, that's the home team. I'm riding with them. But I know they're a good basketball team. Same how I feel with App State. Like I said, I watched them in that tournament run, but I have no idea who the hell Norfolk State is. So I just went with the team I know here.
Okay, okay. Yeah, I'm right there with you, man. I liked what I saw. I like what I saw from App State during the tournament. They got a true freshman guard. He is off the chain. I can't think of the gentleman's name right now, but he's a little short cat with dreads. He is fire. So I'm definitely going to take Appalachian State in this game. I'm going to take them minus the 3.5. I think it should definitely be easy money. I'm not sure with Norfolk, how they played this year, what they did. All I know
Right.
is App State does have a great conference record against the MEAC. So I'm going to ride
Right.
with Appalachian State, and I think they're probably. I think they're a lot definitely motivated to be in this tournament, man. They're not here a lot, so they're going to try to make the best of it. So I like App State with the points minus 3.5.
Yes,
And
sir.
let's
That's
get
right.
to our last and final game, which is if you were to say maybe like 2, 3, 4 years ago, even maybe before the game, people would have said, "Man, that's probably a Final Four matchup right now." But this is a game to get in. UCLA taking on Michigan State. Michigan State opened up as a -2 favorite. That line has stayed. The total though opened up at minus. It opened at 138.5. Right now it's at 134. UCLA, they've hit a slump towards the end of the year. Oh, excuse me. They are 17-9 straight up. They're 12-14 against the spread. While Michigan State, they are 15-12 on the year and 9-18 against the spread. Injury reports right now: UCLA, Hill, and Smith, they've been out indefinitely. Lawyer's been out indefinitely for Michigan State. UCLA, they are on a 4-game losing streak. They lost to Colorado State. They lost to Colorado, Oregon, USC, and they lost to Oregon State in the second round of the Pac-12 tournament. They lost to the champs 83-79. Michigan State, they lost to Maryland 68-57 in tournament play. Before that, they beat Michigan 70-64 on a back-to-back game. Get to these actual factuals real quick. UCLA, they are 3-11 against the spread in the last 14 games. The overs hit 4 out of the last 6. They are 1-4 straight up in the last 5 games. 5-1 against the spread in the last 6 games against Michigan State. 3-7 against the spread in the last 10 games. 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games against a Big Ten opponent. 0-5 straight up in the last 5 games in the month of March. And they overset 6 out of the last 8. Michigan State, excuse me. They are 7-13 against the spread in the last 20 games. They're underset 6 out of the last 6. They are 13-2 straight up in the last 15 games played in the month of March. 16-4 straight up in the last 20 games played in the month of March. 2-10 against the spread in the last 12 games when playing as a favorite. And 0-8. Excuse me, 8-0 against the spread in the last 8 games when playing on a Thursday. Michigan State taking on UCLA. What you got, Marley? Well, you already kind of said it, but kind of recap for the
Yeah.
people.
But right. I already gave my play, but I'll give a couple reasons why I gave it. Why I picked Michigan State. If anybody watched Michigan State like the last month or two of the season, they definitely played a lot better than they did to start the season off. After that Duke win early in the season, they just fucking tail end. But the last month or two, they played a whole lot better. Even beat Michigan for what that's worth on a back-to-back. But we saw what happened the first game with Michigan, so I don't know if Michigan just didn't come to play or they was like, fuck it, we already beat them, whatever. But and anybody that watches our videos know how I feel about Pac-12 basketball, just like really football too. I just think they soft as shit over there. And I don't like this conference. So, maybe that's a little bias play on my behalf. Anybody that watches know like I hate the Pac-12. So I'm definitely on Michigan State here. And Big Ten was just one of the best conferences, if not in my opinion, the best conference this year in college basketball. I don't know if either one of these teams deserves to be where they are. Probably should have been some more of those smaller schools that we watch deserving to play here, but name recognition and whatnot always prevails, and money. But I'm on Michigan State, like I said earlier, and it's probably a bit of a biased opinion. You definitely know more about UCLA and the Pac-12 than I do. You do that Pac-12 at night shit on basketball that I don't fuck with. So, but I just think Michigan State is the better team here.
Okay. Yeah, man. Texas Southern done went cold. Mount St. Mary, they got a lot of brothers on the court. I didn't know that. I totally thought the opposite. Because aren't they in the West Coast Conference? No, they're not in the
Yeah,
West Coast.
I don't know that team, to be honest
But
with you.
I think they're somewhere on the West Coast.
Like I said, today
Yeah.
was kind of.
Yeah, they got a lot of brothers on the court. For this game, I like Michigan State. Michigan State, they're not trending up, but it's tournament played veteran coach. TSU is cold. I am gonna ride with the veteran coach. I know for a fact UCLA, they are trending down. The losing streak is against some tough teams. They're trending down. They're young. I'm not riding with it. You're going against a veteran coach. You're going against a team that is definitely lucky to be in the tournament. And I think they're going to make the best of being in a tournament. I like Michigan State -2 to win this game. Cash out game for the night if you're trying to cash out. So that is my play. Just so we can recap, we both like TSU versus Mount St. Mary's. Right now they are down by 4, 15 to 11. You
Oh,
like Drake. You like Drake. I like Wichita State.
you kind of
We
scared
both.
me with that Drake play though, but I'm riding 7-13. I'm looking at it right now on my ticket.
You like App State money line. I like App State -3.5. I think they should cover. And we both like Michigan State. You like Michigan State money line. I like Michigan State -2. Hey, y'all be sure to like, subscribe, follow. We will be going live probably late tonight after all these games are over with, or early tomorrow morning to get ready for the big round. It's a lot of games, a lot of money to be made. So be sure to click that bell if you're on YouTube. Put us at C First on Facebook. Follow us on Twitter and Instagram, man, and we're getting ready to make some money. Anybody got anything they want to talk about?
Let's get this money. We're probably not gonna do NIT, guys. It's just too much fucking work, to be honest with you. Maybe we'll jump into it once, like toward the end, once it's not so many games. But
Yeah,
I did NC State today and SMU. I'm not giving them as official plays, but I'm just throwing NIT. Just saying that's what I did.
Yeah, I like I went 2-0 yesterday in NIT. I took I took who I played? Western Kentucky and Richmond. Though Richmond had three players out, I still like them to win that matchup. So.
Yeah, I took Toledo, but I lost. But I took Western Kentucky. Just came back.
So it's definitely gonna be a lot of games to be played tomorrow. But that's a bet, man. Hey, we appreciate y'all tuning in. Sorry for coming on late during this tournament play, but right now Mount St. Mary's, they are up by 8 against TSU with 7 minutes left in the game. Yeah, but I'm looking at it. All right, 13-9. We are out, man.
Out of here.
Check it out. Look, we from the bottom, ain't no problem.